It's time again for Cooking with Clary, Cooking with Clary, Cooking with Clary, Cooking with Clary. Except it's the St. Patty's Day edition of Cooking with Clary. So here's what I decided to do today. Something I'm sure should be more simple than like shepherd's pie or corned beef cabbage. We're gonna make bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. So there's two things that I have to do. One, I have to verify, and two, I have to clarify. So to verify what bangers and mash were and what they should taste like, went to the James Joyce last night on President Street in Baltimore, and I ordered it. It was delicious. It came with caramelized onions. Pretty much it was like a mashed potato with two sausages on top, with the onions on top of that, and it was good. They had some carrots in there. We're not going to deal with the carrots today. So I went and I bought the ingredients I thought was there. So here's what I got. Right there is your little fingerling potatoes that I pre-cut up. Boop, 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 boop. Second were the bangers. Now, here's where my problem was. I'm thinking, Christ, I don't even know what a banger is. It's a sausage-looking thing. So it's a sausage that may be a little white. That's kind of what it was. But I had no idea what it could be. But Wegmans made it simple. So I go to Wegmans, and look what I find. Bangers! Bangers! I can't get it wrong. It's bangers. It's little white sausages, looking good. So, pick those up. Then, of course, caramelized onions. Pretty simple. Cut them up. Made them kind of thin, like this one here, see? They're going to caramelize better thin rather than thick slices, so just cut them kind of thin. Alright, so, that going on. Now, I think I got all the ingredients I need. Now it's time to clarify, which means I got to cook it. And I don't know the spices, I don't know, the seasonings, I don't know how long. I got some ideas. So here's what I'm going to do to bring this whole Paddys tradition together. Over there, potatoes. Usually boils with water. No. We're going to try to do this, and we're going to boil it with Guinness Blonde American Lager. No water, just lager. Then we're going to have to deal with the bangers. Bangers! Then those we're going to cook in something a little thicker. How about some Guinness Draft? Woo! So we got two beers going right now. And then the caramelized onions, we're probably going to use a little bit of the Guinness, but we're also going to make it sweet because I think that's how we caramelize. I think that's how it's done. So we're going to use some huckleberry honey. Huckleberry honey. We're gonna pour honey out of a bear's head. Then we're of course gonna finish it with some Jameson. Everything tastes better with Jameson today. So that's what we're using today. I'm gonna get all my pots together and get to cooking. So in the meantime, hang in there. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so far I've got potatoes in the pot. And I've got bangers in the pot. So that's what they look right there. So first we're going to add, and by the way, I always recommend when cooking, taste your ingredients going in. It's very important because, if it tastes like shit, it's going to taste like shit. So, that's pretty good. This is the Guinness Blonde American Lager. Whole bottle in. That is all I am using to boil them potatoes. Now the next one is the bangers. Boop. Oh. Oh God, that is thick. That is good. I might need another bottle of that. Anyway, here we go. Pouring all that in. And we're going to make that work. So, that's done. We're going to get those going. This pot, get the whole thing. Get it boiling at 8. And then this one, I'll use part of it. There we go. Just the middle part. This one we will go... you know what? We're not going to use that one. It's a small pot. We're going to put it back there. And we'll put that on high to 8 as well. So that's what we got pretty much. I don't know what that equates to, but we're going to get all the stuff boiling. And as it's boiling, I will check back in. Until then, to you, my friends, happy St. Paddy's Day. Oh, that's good shit. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, we have boilage. We go. That one's boiling pretty good. Again, it's looking good. Now, of course, you know, lagers just don't boil the same way. See, it kind of gets kind of frothy and foamy. But that could also be the starch of the potatoes. I don't even know. But we're going to let these things go for a little bit. Just want to give you a heads up. That's where we are. And that's where we are. As soon as we get these things kind of complete with caramelized onions, plate it, eat it. Cilantro. Or cilantro. Something. Alright, so first word, never leave the stove, especially when you're experimenting. Not that anything went wrong, but you see how it's the beer is coming off there and evaporating much quicker than the water would. Same thing with over here. Same thing with over there. So I think the sausages are going to be, the bangers are going to be fine. So I tested the potatoes. Just kind of stick a fork in. And they're getting tender, so I think they're covered enough to make it through. If not, we're going to have a backup plan. So, hang in there. Get back to you in a minute. I just want to let you know, if you're cooking with alcohol, keep an eye on your stove. That's all. It's a warning from your Uncle Paul. Don't burn it. Okay, so back to the boiling. Okay, so I think our boiling is good. There, right there. That was going there. Kind of got a lid, just keep the heat in there. Because this is one of those electric burner thing stoves, there's these hot spots, so it's still very hot underneath, and that's why they are off. They're off, but the heat is still there, so I'm gonna let them sit like that. So it's time to get into caramelizing the onions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this butter. There we go. Pure Irish butter. Not focusing right there. It is pure Irish butter. And we're going to go ahead and throw some of that into this pan right here. Actually, yeah, what the heck. No, we got to move. We got to move things. Hold on. That's going to go there. That's going to go on a low. Okay. And then this will go over here to this one. Right there. So that one now is on the back burner, very low, 2.2. So it's going to heat up just a little bit. Keep some heat in there. This one here is still on the hot spot. Be careful with that one. Still boiling a little bit. Keep the heat in. And this is where we're starting. And so let's jump this up to high. There we go. We're going to get that thing going nicely. And now it is butter time. Get the onions going. So hold on a second. And that's the ceiling. That's the ceiling up there. It was like a 1970s spackle splatter ceiling. Dates back to, well, I think we covered that, the 1970s. I can't. There we go. Bada, 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 bada. Still keep looking up there. Listen to the music. Enjoy it. So, right. We're back. And so the Irish butter, boom, is in there, getting all melty, melty. And I am going to throw some onions in there. Onions. And let's, yeah, onions, there you go. and drop the fork. We ain't gonna use that fork though. All right, so get those onions caramelizing really nicely. Once we get them kind of translucent, clear, then we'll go ahead and try to hit some honey in there. Maybe grab some of this broth of over here. Broth, not that broth. Hold on. Get the broth from in here, and see what we can do. Oh, and hit the Jameson with it. So that's it. So in the meantime, while I'm doing this stuff and trying to caramelize, you enjoy and have another beer. That's going down way too easy. All right, back to cooking. Talk to you in a little bit. So you see how much I've already kind of cooked it out and made it, kind of clear onions. They're still going to cook a little bit. But I forgot to tell you, how much butter are you going to use? There's my spoon. Right there's my spoon. And that is how much came out of the bucket. There you go, about that much. I don't know. About that much? I don't know. So this is going to keep cooking down. Can't see it. Ooh. And I'll come back to you. Okay, this is good. You see how the onions are kind of browning up? I'm using a wooden spoon. This is all I've been doing. I know, you say, what have you been doing, Paul? Right here, right there. That's all I've been doing. Just kind of pushing it around. See how it's browning up? I think that browning is the good part. That's where it starts to caramelize a little bit. I think we still need to go a little further. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and try to get some of that sausage juice in there. Some of that sausage juice. Hold on a second. Oh, look at that. That's like a professional angle. Let's get some sausage juice in there. There we go. And that sausage juice should brown it up nice. I kind of missed. I got to clean that up. Kind of missed a little bit. But that's all right. We're going to keep pushing around. It's getting that nice color to it. Here we go. There you go. Now let's get some honey bear into that. Honey bear! Honey bear! Honey bear! Honey god cup bear! There we go. Some honey in there. Honey. That should sweeten it up nicely. And, this is, it's going to get a little crazy. It's Jameson. Okay, sorry. There we go. All right. And, all right, so what you've missed. I don't know when to stop. Apparently, the SD card didn't have enough room. Because I have friends that have kids that have put a bunch of pictures on here. Anyway, love them kids. So, what we've done, we've added, don't worry, I left off, I'm going to put it together. So, here's the onions. They're browning. There we go. We have added Jameson already. We've added a little bit of the broth of the bangers. And you still have the honey has been added too. So it's browning up very nicely. There you go. And I think we're just about done with the onion. So I'll come right back. Also find out where the heck the other video ended. And I'll be putting this all together. So hang in there. We're this close to eating. Hold on. All right, potatoes are ready. Time to strain them. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave them. I'll put this over here. We're going to let them drain real quick. Not soup, not too long. There you go. Cooking up my beer. Head over here. All right, they're back in the pot. We're going to add a little bit of. There we go. fat-free milk, and of course more of the Irish butter, some pepper, and we're gonna mush it all together with this that musher thing right there. That's gonna be mushed. So hang in there. Let me get that done. Okay, so what has happened is apparently I have added a little bit too much of the butter or the milk. I'm not sure, but as you see, it's it's not runny, but it's not the consistency I want. But I did know that there's a trick. I'm probably gonna mess this up, but we're gonna do it. So use, there we go, a little cornstarch. Not that much. Let's see if that thickens it up. Be right back. Alright, so like I said in the beginning, it's not going to be perfect. We're going to eat it. So the potatoes ended up kind of thickened up. Now they're purple because remember the potatoes starting with it, we had some red potatoes, purple potatoes, and yellow potatoes. So that's the right color. It's just a little off in consistency. So let me go ahead and plate it. Eat it. Enjoy it. Woo! Be right back. Bum, 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 bum. And well, there you have it. Bangers mashed with caramelized onions. Gonna enjoy that beer. Gonna enjoy this. And let's go ahead and give it a try. Put a little onion on there. Alright. Bangers, mash, and onion. It was a long way, but that's pretty daggone good. The honey has the onions sticking in my teeth. Delicious. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Happy St. Patty's Day. A little bit from the Dropkick Murphys. Me to you. Enjoy. May all your roads home be downhill.